game. I went to like 8th prestige or something like that, and I'd be higher if I wasn't playing the Spider-Man game. Before that, it was Detroit Become
Yeah, I
Human.
heard some stuff. I haven't played much of it.
That game is
Isn't that the one where? No, I'm thinking of a different game.
I played through it twice
Oh,
and
man.
for different outcomes, and it was unique. There's not like another game quite like it, and I really liked it. The guy from you probably don't watch like Grey's Anatomy. He's one of the well, but he's like a famous, semi-famous actor. He's on a popular TV show that's been around for I don't know, fucking 12 years or more, and he's been on it for a good chunk, like 7-8 years of that, and he's like the main character in it. So it's kind of cool to see some of these people like depending on how much TV you watch, or that happens to be a show my wife likes. Like he's like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone else that just joined? Are you there?
Hello.
I know Kev said he's probably going to be a bit late, so we'll give him 5 minutes while I go pee, and then we'll start without him. I don't expect him to be here, though.
Yeah, I said he has some contractors coming over.
Yeah, it's middle of the like if I was him, I wouldn't be playing this game just time wise. It's like, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what he does. I just know like I wouldn't be playing a game that early because I just wouldn't be able to. Anyways, we'll go use the bathroom, and I will be back, and we'll start this one. And I am. Oh, yeah. I didn't think you were gonna make it. Please for the start. Alright, where we last left off, I am pretty sure you guys got bushwhacked by something ridiculous. Oh, yeah, some druids and some berserkers.
Yeah.
They were upset that someone had taken some part of the tree. Who's bothering me? Okay, I don't care about that. And there's a couple berserkers, a whole bunch of blights, but there was one ragey berserker that just was a pain in the ass. But eventually, you guys brought him down, and that's where we ended it. And I believe, actually, we ended it there. I don't know if you wanted to do any healing or this sort, or you want to start heading to Arkenvost.
Nah, that's a good question.
And if you wanted to stop and do a short rest, what you guys want to do?
I can't recall what everyone's status was.
I don't think really anyone took much damage.
I believe Fireforge got the shit kicked out of it.
Yeah, but I
Everybody should be healed, I thought.
Well, yeah, it depends. I would like to spend enough time to go up my level, like to actually reap the benefits of 5th level, because we went to 5th level. So that would be a short rest, right? That would whatever I got to do to get any hit points back. But I
think Robin made a good point. I think the wolf thing or her Healy thing. I think
Healing spirit.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then, do we have to have a short rest to?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
We'll just say we did.
It's kind of like a big flash of light happens, and you just get a little like bigger or quick.
You just hear a ding. Ding. Okay, congrats. You guys now know more things.
Then beyond that, I'm good. I don't know if I used any spells, but whatever. Good. I'm sure there'll be time to rest along the way.
Let's see. I know the last thing you used was like all 3 charges of the Ring of the Ram, and you shotgun that dude. Man, I was rolling so good. I'm looking back at these attacks.
Oh, wait, yeah. I was at 1 hit point since turn 2.
Yep.
Yeah, those little sheds, the blights were fucking critting. It was 100's mark. Yeah, I think you used most of your spells. You might have had. I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. I'll not worry about it.
I mean, I would opt to take enough of a rest to relax. I won't want to be in the middle of this forest though when it turns dark. So getting to a place where we can rest comfortably would be a good idea.
I agree. I just realized after looking it over, I'm out of spell slots, so that might be a thing. I don't know.
I mean, you guys could always go back to Vallaki and rest up and try it again.
I don't know. Every single time we're in Vallaki, I always get the feeling that some shit is about to go down because of that whole fucking what's it? Everything is okay or whatever fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like we're. I'm surprised we've been able to walk out each time.
It feels like the town is on fire and the dog is sitting there, and he's like, "This is fine."
Yeah. I mean, but you don't know what's going on in Arkenvost.
But we were told that the dude's friends or superiors or whatever were there, right? There was like some other revenant that was there.
He told you, yeah. Basically, all he told you was, he would like you to convince his boss to go after Sherrod, and that he was part of a knight, part of an Order of the Silver Dragon, but he didn't go really into anything else beyond that. And I mean, he's a revenant. But
it's worth a look anyway.
I mean, I'm just here to tell you what's happening. You tell me what you guys want to do.
Have we ever camped out at night, out in the woods?
Not since you got here.
No, we
Last
went
time you guys
through.
camped out in the woods, you ended up in Barovia. So you're, The odds aren't in your favor.
I mean, sooner or later, we've got to spend a night out in the woods, right?
Wait a minute. We've been told that this Strahd fellow wants to hunt us, right? That's why he brought us here?
Hmm.
Am I correct?
Let's say, for the sake of argument, yes. As in, I don't remember.
If you would remember that he didn't necessarily bring you here to hunt you, but he brought you here to entertain himself.
Why don't we just march up to his front door and be like, what the hell, what's going on?
I like that idea. That's the
Because-
smartest thing you said since I met you.
Because he's a vampire.
Well, that's what the legends say.
Oh yeah, I guess this is just word of mouth.
Well,
Yeah,
you
what
know,
if it's
he
might
He
be a
could
bunch
be a
of
totally nice
bullshit.
fella.
I mean, if nothing else, what's more entertaining than something you brought to kill getting up in your face?
Ah, wow. I'm liking you more by the minute. Let's rip his throat out. Let's go now.
I think you can get there regardless before nightfall.
Yeah, we do it tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not saying we should do it, it's just something to think about.
He's gonna be dead again. If he isn't dead, he's gonna meet his maker.
Yeah, you would remember from what you know. Strahd is everyone here. Like people don't even want to say his name. It's one of those saying his name gives him power type things, and that you do know he's a vampire, and he's a bit of a dick from what you obviously, and you do remember from what the Revenant said that the guy in charge of what's left of the Silver Order was enemies with him.
So maybe we should get a second opinion, for lack of a better word.
I mean, if nothing else, we could size the dude up.
Maybe we can hire somebody else to go talk to him for a while, see what he does. Wonder if anybody do that.
Send him
You'd
a
have to
letter.
find someone pretty fucking stupid to go like just talk to the Strahd.
Normally that'd be me, but there's got to
Yeah.
be someone else.
Oh, what about your doppelganger?
What? What's a doppelganger?
Oh yeah,
I think
what
we-
was that guy's name? It was like Nas
Oh.
Win something.
Yeah, somebody delivered a letter or something. Said it was me
I mean,
at the.
he's already
at the
got
end.
experience. He's
Yeah,
already got that work experience at delivering letters.
Wouldn't we have to kill the hags first? Just to simply obtain those?
Hmm.
Yeah, if you guys want to go back to Bone Grinder, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever. I mean, if you want to go try to get Water Well or whatever stupid name I gave him.
Water well.
Yeah, it was some sort of stupid
That's my
version of Fire
doppelganger.
Forge. Yeah, his name was like Nas. Basically,
Nas.
yeah.
All he needs is
Water
one mic.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm okay
Fire.
with whatever. You guys are kind of keeping me alive. I just had the thought, and it's a crazy idea, but thought I'd voice it.
Well, we do need I mean, I don't know. I'm not much for plans, but I've gotten my ass kicked several times. Having some friends along when we go up to those gates would be a good idea. But man, if I can find that doppelganger, it's a win-win situation. If he lives, we find out more information. That's good. But if he dies, well, I don't really like having two of me around anyway.
Look, all right. The way I see it is that we need to know more about this Strahd and how we stand at the moment in this land, and how the history of how he came to be in control of these lands in this fog. And who better to answer this question than supposed some people who have been wronged by him and are so pissed off about it that they refuse to die after they're dead, like revenants.
Hey, Mammon, you don't have to make comments like that.
That just illustrates my point very nicely.
I was just starting to like you more, but
The name's Memnon, not Mamnon.
I'm sorry, Mammon.
He just shakes his head, mutters, and walks off.
This is something I said. Where the fuck was?
Non.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna get that right, but I'll try.
All right, so do we turn back now, or do we spend the night up at Argynvost?
Oh, spending the night somewhere else other than the woods sounds good before we move on to the next thing. Can we make it to
I think
anywhere else that we want to go? Besides,
I think we can make it to Argynvost. We just can't long rest and make it there before the nighttime.
I say, fuck it, let's go. Let's make it there. If we encounter bad things, you know what? It's been a good journey, but if we can get there and have a rest, then we'll get out of this fucking hellscape.
I can get one spell slot back, so I'm gonna do that now.
Yeah, we can do like a short rest or something.
You guys whatever you want.
I'm gonna burn my spell point and get one spell slot back. Up to you guys. I don't require a short rest.
I'm good for trudging on. Even when I run out of spells, I can still cause some damage. If everybody else is good to going to that Mechamennon or whatever that is.
What, you think the word Argynvost is a little bit ridiculous? No.
Most of the names in this are pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. You think that's bad? In the beginning of Tomb of Annihilation, they literally have a page with all the phonetic pronunciations of like Omu. Omu's easy, but like
they have it for Waterdeep as well.
Like Rothnisi.
See, that's just a general indication you need to rethink your naming strategies.
I mean, I know you want to feel like you're in some strange place with strange names and strange things going on, but I don't know. We can call him Jim or whatever.
Oh God, what was it?
Jim the zombie or
I was starting to listen.
The mummy.
I was listening to some of Adventure Zone, which I need to, and they didn't like Sildar Hallwinter's name, so they changed his name to Barry Blue Jeans.
That's pretty good. I didn't think Sildar was that bad though.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not saying that name. That's stupid. This is Barry. Barry, I don't know, fucking Blue Jeans. And the DM's like, all right, that's his name, Barry Blue Jeans. But yeah, so you guys want to take a short rest and trudge on to Argynvost.
Sounds good.
My favorite part is when the doppelganger changes shape, but it still has the same fucking dumb accent.
No, I don't know. I haven't got that far.
All right. Boom, 5th level.
You're all 5th levels, so if you hadn't done that, which I think everyone did, because it's been like 2 weeks. But beyond that, all right, so yeah, we'll say you guys left Vallaki relatively early. Well, like 7 or 8. You traveled a mile or so before you got bushwhacked by some fucking drugged up goddamn, I don't know, forest hippies.
Actually, here's a question to the rest of you. Do we think we're going to keep running into those guys as long as you're in possession of that stick?
Strong possibility.
How many of them do you think there are?
Well, I don't know how many there are, but I know how many there could be, and that's just enough to kill us.
Do you think they would be more annoyed, or if we were to destroy the stick?
Well, if they're willing to kill us to get it back, what do you think they'd do if we destroyed it?
I don't know. It might be one of those things like, oh, okay, it's destroyed. Well, now I'm just annoyed at you, but I'm not like trying to kill you to get it back.
Give me just an insight, Lex. Seven, them fuckers is crazy. I mean, you've seen like a little bit of them, and nothing about them makes like any type of sense whatsoever. And they seem to get violent real quick. If with the seven, you think they would need much reason to attempt to kill you guys.
Well, we've already burnt down their tree.
You burnt down their fucking giant straw fucking statue as well.
I'm just wondering, like, who we have to kill in order to stop them to stop coming after us.
All of them.
Well, let's
That
start
is a
there.
solution. But the question is, where are all of them?
Well, if they keep on coming to us, then we don't even got to worry about that.
Well, yeah, that is true. However, it is going to tax our resources to deal with other issues. If we're constantly fending off freaking hippies. No offense, Carrie.
She kind of looks at you and tilts her head and is like, what were you talking about?
He was talking about dirty hippies,
Oh, I ain't dirty.
says the voice from the sky.
Clean hippie. So, Carrie, if you were the druids and you hated us, where would you be?
In the trees, watching you, waiting for you to make a mistake, and then as soon as you do, pounce on you.
Oh, like I'm going to take a piss and they just jump down.
Yeah, don't wander off alone.
Or they bite up.
Enos is like looking up in the trees as she says that. He seems a bit concerned.
No. Don't listen to them. You never ambush a man while he's pissing.
If you see a
You're
koala-
liable to get pissed on.
If you see a bear in the tree, kind of run. I mean, like small, kind of cute kind of bears. Run. They'll drop on you.
Drop bears are scary.
You be quiet, baby.
Somebody's cat. That's good advice. I will listen to that.
Awesomely
never-
enough, you got the cat's name right, too.
I remember.
You should never ambush a man while he's relieving himself.
I know, right?
Because you're liable to get relieved on.
I mean, I'll fight with my pants down if I gotta.
It's where
Some
you go from
people-
behind.
Some people prefer to fight with their pants down. Just ask the Scot. No, I'm kidding.
My mama said that the only way I could count to 21 is if I had my pants down.
I just now made the connection between you, Enos, and Forrest Gump. You constantly say my mama, but it just now clicked.
I think it's leftover stuff from Odd Ross.
Alright, well, we head off to Argent Vostok, I guess.
Yeah, let's get the fuck going.
Let's get this movable feast underway. That's me. I'm just okay. So you guys, we'll do this. Alright, you guys get there. Let me read the thing first. Yeah, so you guys pack up from your short rest, and your when you guys were resting, did you guys bother to do anything with the dead druids and the blights? You just kind of like
Start
leave them
burying
there.
'em.
Actually, what are the blights made out of? Like wood?
Yeah,
I'm going to find one or two, depending on how heavy they are.
they're not. But they're like
They're like twigs.
yeah, they're like a little bush, like a rose
Dead-
bush with
Dead bush.
a little bit of petals, and they definitely have thorns on them.
That's perfect then. I am going to like chop their heads off, like maybe 5 or 6 then.
They don't really have heads. They're just like moving bushes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to bundle them together, tie them up, like wrap a cloth around them, and now we've got kindling.
There you go.
Yeah, so I bury the bodies and burn the rest of the blights.
So you keep half the blights for future kindling. You torch the other ones, and then you bury the body. All right. So you guys get your stuff back together, and you start heading out through the woods. You completely aware of your surroundings, probably hyper aware. You get to like a little a split in the road. One has a little rusted sign that actually, when it was made, it was probably really nice. And it says Arkham Vostholst, and it's pointed in the direction of the road. And you guys go down that way, and you approach what appears to be a giant house. Let's see, yeah. High above the river valley juts a quite promontory upon a quiet promontory, which I don't even know what the fuck that word means. Way to make me feel stupid. Upon which looms a sepulchral mansion. That I got. Its turns capped with fairy tale cones. Its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed as part of the roof, but the rest appears to be intact. A dark octagonal, there we go, wow, not that stupid, tower rises above surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seemingly like the fossilized remains of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
Instead of dark octagonal something.
That's
Right.
You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm apparently an idiot today, even more so.
I just didn't catch that
It was
part of it. Got the rest.
Tower. Yeah, I think it was an octagonal tower.
Oh, yeah, that makes way more sense.
Ooh, look at that.
My word user is not working good today.
So I'm torn between rushing to that house to get away from the woods and running away from the house because it is probably death, like every other structure.
I mean,
Uh,
I doubt the wolves are here for us. We've just left quite a feast behind us. So, oh shit!
More wolves.
I like how kids are like, oh god, there's an actual map for this thing? That's not good.
Isn't there like a map for everything in this book?
There's a fucking map for maps in this goddamn thing.
Which I mean, that's good. It cuts down on work for you.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled about it. It's just, I might have bitten off a little more than I could chew, but I'm going to make it work.
So what's this?
I'm throwing a rock at it, whatever it is.
Actually,
It's a statue
Um,
of a dragon.
perched atop a 10-foot wide, a 10-foot 10 foot wide, 10 foot high cube of granite is a moss covered statue of a dragon. Its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the mansion. And I have something for that. But wow.
Oh wow.
It's bigger than it looks.
That's awesome.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
it's on a 10 foot wide and high cube of granite, and then the statue itself is 10 feet.
That's like 5 of me, so that's like 10 of me.
That statue's only 10 feet tall.
Yeah, it looks bigger because it's on a 10 foot tall.
Oh,
Block of
okay. It's 20 feet tall. It's got the block, and then it's got the statue. Got
Yeah.
it.
Probably taller than that, but it faces towards the house.
That's what this is.
Any inscriptions that I can see?
Give me a perception. Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Look,
There you go.
No, you don't. See
I'm not a
anything.
decorator, right?
Mhm.
But like,
I can see.
if I were to plop a statue on the front lawn, it wouldn't face towards the house. It would face towards the street.
Yeah, perception, especially here, you don't see any inscriptions or anything on it. It just looks, the statue is damaged. It looks like, a lot of it's old. And I mean, granted, it's pretty hardy, but some of it's starting to crumble off.
What's a statue without any kind of inscriptions? What's the point of that?
Kiri shuddered because there's nothing there.
Perhaps we should ask the owner.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna try and rotate the statue. Everybody grab a side.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Are you
Go
kidding
ahead.
me? It's like 10 foot wide
Yeah,
and 30 feet tall.
Everybody
What are we
grab a
doing?
corner and pull.
Oh, hold on. Why are we doing it?
I don't know. It's definitely a group athletics check. Oh Jesus! It has a ridiculous DC.
Oh, Enos!
Hey, roll the 3. What are you gonna do?
It doesn't fucking move at all. By the way, like Lex and Kiri.
It's probably for the
Just
best.
Yeah, and this thing, it does. You might as well be small insects for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Enos thinks about it, and he's like questioning, in his mind at least, why he would come to somebody else's house and just start destroying their shit for no reason.
You see, Carrie? Too heavy.
It wasn't me, as she points to Memnon.
I've seen
Wow.
I've seen some really clever secret doors on my day. And as you said,
Wow.
I have the statue point towards the house.
Is that what's happening now? It's just we have an idea, we do something, and then we blame someone else.
Hey, no, he totally wanted to turn it. If you look up at this thing, it's like this.
It was me. I typed the EM in the chat. Or me, whatever.
It's
But yeah,
true.
it was Memnon.
Which way is the way that we approached from? I assume the west?
Oh yes.
I'd just like to draw everyone's attention to the southernmost part of the house. It looks
Yeah,
like
we
it's all
should
blown
go
to hell.
take a look there.
Right
wow.
here is definitely the door is definitely here, but yeah, that part of the has been just wrecked.
As we would call it here, it looks munted.
I don't know what that means, but I like it. I'm gonna start using it. Munted. I'm gonna write that down because apparently I'm real dumb today.
We have all sorts of weird expressions that I don't think much people outside of New Zealand or Australia know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. What's munted?
Munted means wrecked.
Damaged or
Got it.
unusable. Although, in some areas in the UK, it means drunk.
Yeah, it can also mean drunk.
I think it's just general fucked up.
You know, I have heard the term before, but that's because I used to play WoW with a guy from England, so I think he said it once, and I was just as amazed. Anyways,
We say that it was tore up from the floor up.
I like to use the term soup sandwich.
Nice.
So does this look like it was like crushed or blown
Um,
up, blown
you don't even
inwards?
make any checks. This looks like it was. It definitely at one point in time was a stable, but it's been burned to the found. Like all the wood's basically been burned, but there's a stone foundation, and above it is the wrecked part of the mansion. And you can see that of the mansion, there's 3 different floors, and you can see them all from here.
There's a mall?
I hate you.
Well, my cousin Hap, he had a house. The weather got at it and it blew down, kind of similar to this. Maybe the weather blew it down.
I don't think it was the weather in this case. Some of this looks like fire damage. Do we find any bones in the stable?
No.
Well, at least the horses got out all right.
Or something like those wolves that we heard came and dragged the bodies off afterwards.
I mean, I suppose. Does anyone remember what the dude's name was?
The fuck is that?
That was just me being stupid and throwing something at you for a second.
Right,
Oh
so-
no.
So, does anyone remember what the dude's name here was?
No.
You're talking about the wraith again?
Yeah, the dude's boss. He
Mm.
said it, but I don't remember its name.
Horngard? Lord Valdemir Horngard.
Love a note taker.
It's literally the only note I have on here besides something about the Tome of Understanding. I just figured that'd be one of the things that we'd be constantly saying, where and who again?
I'm gonna call out rather loudly to ensure everybody hears me. But hey guys, there's a graveyard over here.
So, what are we doing? Are we, basically walking the perimeter of the house first before we go knock on the door? We're like the most obnoxious fucking open home inspectors.
Well, it's best to know the general layout before you go in somewhere
Yeah,
that's going to
yeah.
kill you.
You can see tucked behind the mansion is the cemetery. It's enclosed by a 7-foot tall fence of wrought iron. And you can tell that the very northeast is a mausoleum.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If this graveyard has a zombie problem,
I poke
they're
You
Lex.
said-
getting up this way.
You suddenly feel like someone or something is watching you.
That's
Looking
what
up, you
I'm
spot
trying
a
to
well-dressed man with a thick mane of thistle-down hair observing you from a high tower window.
say. I
He
wave at
draws
him.
the curtain and disappears from view.
We're being watched, and hey, I can see 3 people.
Somebody actually lives here. Wow.
She points to this window or whatever it is. She goes, they're right there.
Enos waves.
Wait 1 second, because there's much on these maps.
Enos is also going to look over at the graveyard to see if anything's been disturbed or if anybody's, or if it's well kept compared to the rest of the place.
Yeah, I can, if it's accurate, I see 5 dug up graves or something that came out.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
literally like telling Lex, Mimnon, and Enos, I see 3 people inside.
Yes, I see them too.
Yeah, you would have to get closer to see what's going on with that. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to see a lot of the ground because there's just that constant low-lying fog that's apparently everywhere in Barovia. Seems a little bit thicker here.
Oh, well, in that case, I forgot about that fog.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you would have to actually, jump over the fence.
So, Rum, the thing to our north is a mausoleum.
This little doomajigger.
Okay. Cause yeah, I can't see any of it. I just see the outline and because we can't see inside, but
Yeah,
it looks
hold
like
on.
some kind of structure that's attached to the graveyard of some sort.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And
Look, I think-
the door. Well, I don't know if it is a door. Is there a door?
Give me a perception check, Fireforge.
All right.
You see in front of there's a door, and you can kind of see just over here what appears to be like a gargoyle, but it's shaped like a dragon wormling, and it's silver plated.
Does it look to be in better condition than everything else around it?
No, it's still got the same wear and tear of the weather.
All right. And are these windows or doors that are to the building to the west of us?
Ping it. Those, I believe that is a window. If these are windows, these are walls.
All right, that's
These
like
are the sweat.
I forget what they call that when part of the house juts out and there's multiple.
Oh,
windows.
yeah, it's like a certain type of window, or yeah,
I heard you.
it was pretty stupid. It's part of something inside there.
Did Carrie just actually disappear?
I'm at the front door. I'm waiting for everybody.
So she walked off. Okay.
Is there a
Somebody-
gate for the graveyard? That I can
No. You seem like there's no gate from the outside in. You'd have to go in through the house.
Yeah, this is kind of rude. I guess we should just go and invite ourselves. Knock on the door. Especially if we want to, rest for a while.
Yeah, I was being stupid. But I'm glad someone went along with me. So, anyone doing anything else, or what's up, Firehorde? You checking that area out?
Yeah, what's this? Is this a gate or are these pillars in front to the north? Or the north side, I should
There
say.
is is iron gate there actually. Right here, you can't tell what's beyond it really, but there is a iron gate there. It's chain shut, crosses off a 10-foot tall archway.
All right, I'm gonna go find the rest of my group, which presumably are on the west side of the building.
Okay.
Well, they know we're here, so are we gonna go in or knock on the
Yeah,
door?
Lex, you can't obviously I guess you can kind of see that they didn't put there's literally a thing there's a second floor. Normally they put a little block off thing there. They did not this time.
Oh yeah.
Is there any sign up front that says no solicitors?
The main entrance, let's see. Okay, this is what as you approach the door, flagstones steps flanked by stone railing climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved above the entrance is the word Arkenboss Holst. And Kiri, are you going towards the door?
Yes.
As you do, you feel like part of the like there's a stone that depresses a little bit, and I would need you guys to make a perception.
Perception?
Yep. Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, this is I just finished reading that. Basically, what happens is, Kiri, the dragon mouth, the mouth on the statue here, it opens, and out of it comes this huge cold air cone. It doesn't hurt. It's a little bit startling, but it. Lex, give me an Arcana check. I guess you could do as well, Kiri.
I can figure it out. I don't really need an Arcana.
Okay.
It's a cone of cold, right? Well, it should be a cone of cold.
Yeah, but it was apparently not as powerful.
Okay, it's probably the spell anchoring it or whatever. It probably hasn't been maintained for a long, long time. But yes, now that statue makes sense. I was wondering why it was facing the house and not towards the road that we came up on. But now that makes sense. Not very welcoming, I should say that.
Yeah, that's basically it. It was a deteriorated cold cone.
Perhaps we should. Yeah, like how are visitors supposed to visit if they get frozen immediately before they can even knock on the door and go, "Hey, can we come in?"
And you guys made fun of me for walking around the house first.
Maybe we should try and enter through the collapse section, and it might be safer.
No, K3 still goes up and knocks. She's already here. She's already triggered the trap. Might as well go ahead and finish up what she was going to do.
Actually, as she's walking up, I will stop her and check the door for traps.
Give me a perception.
I am not rolling well tonight.
No, 15's pretty good. This door isn't even locked. Like, there's no traps, and this door is not even locked.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Are we opening the doors?
Any response to our knocks?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was yeah. No, once you knock, you sit there for a bit, and nothing happens.
Okay, I'm at a real dilemma here.
I'll open the door.
We
and
know
be
someone is home because we saw someone.
Yep.
No, I'll just open the door and shout that trap was rude.
Yeah,
So we can be rude in return? Is that how that works?
Pretty much. I mean, someone attacks us, we get to attack them back.
I'm pretty sure that's not... I mean, that seems like a really poor way to interpret laws. I could be like walking outside on someone's like lawn and be like, "Ow, flamingo! Now I shall home invade and kill them."
Just to be safe, so I can scent or see things. I'm gonna turn into like an average-sized wolf.
Okay. Are you still cool using the token?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my
Okay.
this token.
You're just a wolf, so you're smelling things. All right. As you guys step in to what appears to be a ridiculously furnished foyer, and there's a grand staircase that leads up to stone balconies. There are tall, faded a tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. So, like here. You 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls displayed are on marble pedestals. There are 3 alabaster busts of a handsome man. A 4th bust of the pedestal has been knocked over, and the shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2
How
chandeliers.
handsome.
I mean, he's a good-looking dude. I mean, that's not really the way you swing, but I mean, some male in you. Maybe you could be talking something above the pants, anyways. And there's 2 chandeliers hanging that are described like monstrous black spiders.
You
Wonder
guys
if-
see hefting a rock, or Memnon hefting a rock and looking at those chandeliers.
Hey, are we gonna start destroying stuff already?
And
I
actually,
don't know
as you guys walk in, you a great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. You hear a soft bestial hiss in the darkness.
Okay.
My ears immediately turn toward it, and so does my head.
I immediately shriek and let loose an arrow in that general direction.
Oh man.
I mean, you turn like it's one of those things like it's coming from behind you, and as you why did is everyone actually inside the building? I just need to know that. There's nothing there. Like everyone saw it, and like the hairs on the back of your neck went up, and you heard the hiss. But like Memnon, you turn around and like the arrow just like scatters up against part of the stone wall.
Yeah, I marked off an arrow and everything.
Memnon, stop. Okay. Hello, whoever is home. We mean you no harm. We come in peace.
We're coming to free your land of the demon. That's why I'm
Well,
speaking
yes,
to you.
that as well, but that's more incidental.
I mean, we come in violence, but not towards you, at least.
Yes.
We come in
What he
violence. Is that what you just said?
Yep.
I'm writing that down.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I might use that.
So, besides that, what are you guys up to?
Any response?
Basically, you look around, you holler out, and you don't get any response.
Did
Okay,
Kithri
now
tell
this
us-
is rude.
Did Kithri actually tell us that she saw somebody? Or Kiri, whatever.
I
Kithri.
think we all saw it, right?
Yeah, everyone saw it and felt
Well,
it.
Not in here, but in the back when we were walking around the house.
No, I think we all saw it.
And where was it exactly? In the house or the tower?
It was in the house. The little mausoleum isn't like super. It's not as tall as the actual house. It was coming up from the second story. Hold on now. The third story.
Look, Snake is going to shout. Look, I'm sorry to be insistent, but we were directed here by someone who came from here. And then I quote the name that I don't actually remember out of character.
I don't remember his fucking name.
Yeah, but I quote his name, and I say that he told us to come here and speak with the other name.
I think his name was Julius, but I don't remember much.
Wait, no, his name was Ted Esquire.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
The ghost thingy, right?
The Revenant guy, yeah.
Yeah, Ted Esquire. That's what you guys named him.
You know what? It had been so long that he forgot his own name, so you guys named him.
Yes, that's why I wrote that down.
Such a good name. Yeah, you holler out, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay, I agree with you now. Now this is rude.
I mean, we are walking into their house. I mean,
Yes, but at the same time, at least it's not like we don't know someone is home. They could tell us to leave, and we will just leave.
yeah. Well, I used to have
For us,
I used to have acolytes of different deities knocking on my door when I was back at home. And the best thing I could do is to not answer the door. Hell, if they started walking into my house, I fucking kill them right there.
I mean, I don't really relate to Enos on many personal levels, but that hit a chord. So many Mormons.
you know what? I'll give Mormons one thing. At least they're always fucking well dressed and polite.
Oh, they're super polite, yeah.
So here's the weird thing. Like, I mean, like, you don't want to just run into these different places, but we're put into this position all the time. It's just, you can't move the plot unless you do something, but you can't, generally, like, our group is somewhat cautious and doesn't want to just like fuck with people on purpose. So
If you guys want to leave and go do something else, you guys can leave and do something else. I didn't spend time setting these maps up, so I don't give a shit.
You know what? Let's find some sort of kitchen or guest quarters. We need to stay the night anyway, so let's make ourselves at home. And if the owners object, they can come down to talk.
And maybe we can stay right here. I mean, we can camp out. This is maybe where they take their deliveries and stuff. Maybe that's why the door was open.
I'm checking this door for traps.
All right, let's see.
Oh, we know the southern section is ruined, so let's check the northern section.
Yeah, with the 22, yeah, it's not trapped. It's not locked. It's like the front door.
I also checked the store for traps by opening it.
Okay, that works. Hold on.
Kaboom!
And in there, Lex, you see.
I think Enos is getting like his bedroll ready and stuff.
Okay. I mean, it's not too late in the day. We'll say it's probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
All right.
Lex, this wood panel den has been ransacked. Its furnishings toss about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between 2 narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into its lid.
Sarcophagi?
Sarcophagi.
Is it on its side or is it upright?
It is upright.
And does it appear to be closed?
It does.
Okay. Now that's just fucking creepy. I want to open it, but at the same time I don't. Does it look like does it look like it opens?
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's open.
I'm gonna regret this. I'll carefully ease it open slightly and take a peek inside it.
2 things happen. The first thing that happens is you open the sarcophagus and you see that it's a wine rack. It's a wine cabinet. But there's only shattered wine glasses and decanters to be found on the shelves, like shattered and empty. The second thing is a fire erupts in the dead hearth that assumes and it assumes a draconic form. It hisses, cracks, it unfurls its smoking wings. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, hold on. My score is actually something different. It's +3.
It's actually to make everything super easy. It's really just for Lex for this. Actually, it'll be just her and the fire of the first round.
Yeah, I was just drawn to get in the
Yeah,
way,
that's cool.
just in case we get drawn in.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, fantastic. Lux rolled a 9. All right, so this is what happens since it has an initiative of 10. And it gets to go first, and the fiery dragon, it hisses at you, and it says in common, out loud, everyone can hear, well, everyone can, it's kind of booming, but it's coming from fire. It says, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost." And with that, it vanishes. And that's it. There's something else that could have happened that honestly, for you guys, is good that it didn't happen. Like, if you'd shot that thing, it would have been bad.
It's like aft shadowing.
Yeah, who knows? I
Okay,
don't know. It
everyone
would have
hear that?
blown up. It would have been a fireball going off. But Lex, you definitely heard it. They heard something. If you guys want to, actually, Memnon wouldn't have heard it because he was over there checking the door. But Kiri and Fireforge, you heard it like echoey.
All right. Knights. The knights. We got to save somebody.
I think the Revenants were some sort of knight of some order,
He
right?
said he was the knight. He was a knight of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
So I guess it makes sense that that the dragon wants us to help his followers or its followers. Sorry, I don't mean to presume a gender, Mr. Oh wow, shit! I just did it again.
Mister.
Shit! What do you even call a gender-neutral dragon?
They. I think it's they.
Yeah, I think
Very
it's
great,
they.
powerful one.
Okay.
I'm seeing that language in stuff I've been reading recently.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that's pretty cool.
Well,
Do you think that they mean that literally, or do you think they mean that metaphorically? As in, like, are we supposed to go around here just like opening all the curtains? And...
You know what? Give me a perception check, Lex, since you're kind of like stunned for a second, and you're looking at this. This is the sarcophagus there. Oh, 24. Yeah, sweet deal. Yeah. You see over in the corner of like the right corner, you see that there's actually a secret door.
And then I approach the secret door, and then suddenly the wall revolves, and I disappear from the party. This is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I was.
Guys, I found a secret door.
You can tell that it was like, we'll say that there was like one of those wall sconces for a candle, but it was like at a tilt, like it wasn't right, it wasn't standing up straight, and maybe OCD Lex went to go like straighten it, and she saw it was real loose, and she pulled it down, and the door opened. I don't know if Lex is OCD, but in my headcanon she is.
Sure, we'll say that she's slightly OCD. Or maybe she's just... No, she wouldn't say she's OCD. She's detail-oriented.
Yeah. You know what? I realized I gotta do one thing real quick. Because it is like that.
Because you're detail oriented.
Yep.
And yeah, that thing was bothering you.
Okay, never mind. I just found the wine cellar.
Yeah, hold on though. 5 barrels lie in wooden braces along the walls of this dark, moldy storeroom. You can see. You don't even have to make any checks to see. You can see hiding behind one of these barrels is some sort of elf, and he's hiding. He doesn't look like he's about to ambush. He looks like he's attempting to not be seen, but he's doing it. He's it's munted. His attempt to hide is munted. No, that doesn't work. I don't think that works.
I'll hold up a hand and say, "Whoa, don't worry. I don't mean you any harm. Sorry, we're looking for someone in."
He's like, yeah. And he kind of puts his hands up and he's like surrendering. He's like, "Don't hurt me." And you can see that he hold on one second. Get your. He is definitely wounded, and he's an elf, but I don't know if you have seen the Dusk Elves, and he's definitely a wounded Dusk Elf.
Oh yeah, you're a Dusk Elf. We have met your kind before. Down it was outside the Locky, right?
You met a couple that were looking for Arabelle.
Ah yes. You're not a knight, are you? Of
And
Silver Dragon?
And he's like, "No, I was." He actually says he was looking for Arabelle when he was ambushed by a group of needle blights. He had to run in and hide in the mansion.
Oh well, luckily for you, you don't have to look any further. We found Arabelle.
And he goes, "Well, that is great news." And he says it like very dryly, as he's got like this giant like semi bandaged up like cloth of like over his chest. Like he's really hurt and he doesn't care, but he's happy that he cares a little bit.
Look, you look injured, my friend. How about I give you a hand with that? And I will, if he accepts it, I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh yeah, he would be very helpful. He'd be very happy. Oh yeah, he is super duper happy. Like you see like the giant, like the damage on him to seal up.
So you say that you were attacked by needle blight?
Yes, they were. I was searching for the girl that apparently is no longer, and he need to look for. And he's like, I volunteered to come in this direction because honestly, I really like the temple or the house. I've done a bit of research on them, and I didn't expect to get ambushed and have to hide in here, but
hey, what was
I'm
that?
very happy.
Was that you that was on the eastern wing before that was looking at us when we were outside?
And he looks confused. He goes, "I've been in here for a couple of days."
Lick sighs, and she says, "Yeah, okay." So we've tried calling out to the homeowners. The person we saw someone earlier, but they've been ignoring us. Rather rude, actually.
And he's like, "I have not seen anyone in my time except you."
Well, we intend on at least staying up here tonight. We really need to. And she kind of like turns her head to shout over her shoulders out the open door, like into the house. We really need to talk to the homeowner.
And he looks a little bit confused. He goes, "I think anyone who lived here has long been dead."
Well, apparently
the revenants, obviously.
Yes, there are a bunch of revenants that call this place their home, and we need to speak to them.
And when you say that, he's like, "I don't know if that is a good idea."
Please elaborate.
From what I've heard, the revenants in here, they don't take kindly to trespassers. They've kind of gone. I mean, I don't know if an undead thing can go mad, but they definitely have gone mad.
Would you say, and she snaps her finger, would you say that they have fallen into darkness? And she uses air quotation marks.
And he looks confused, like he doesn't get what you're doing, and he's like, I guess I mean, they
If I
really like
were to
their
tell
dragon.
If I were to tell you that in order to save them from the darkness, and she uses air quotation marks, that we have to show them the light that they have lost, what do you think that means? What light?
And he shrugs his shoulders and he's like, I have no clue. I mean, from what I know of the Order, they used to protect people here back when the devil was alive. And because of that, they would give refuge to anyone who needed it. And he wasn't happy about that. So he had an army come down here, murder most of the Order. They killed the dragon and destroyed it and took the skull back to his castle.
Yeah. Well, okay, Mr.
Savid.
Lex.
And he puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to stay with us here tonight if you wish, or alternatively, I think you can make it back to town before sundown. The road should be clear. We killed a bunch of crazy druids and their plant friends on our way up here, so unless they literally grow them like weeds, they shouldn't be back by tonight. Haha.
And he kind of just says, I think I will stay the evening with you and your friends.
Okay, well, feel free to make yourself at home, because apparently the homeowners are very, well, I guess you probably wouldn't want to go very much deeper into the house, but we are, however, going to go look for the homeowners until we can have a conversation with them. Just a conversation, no violence.
And he says there, and he kind of, and he's looking over longingly at the barrels, and they're all probably empty, and he's probably checked them all. And he's like, well, I will stay in the main area now that I don't have to worry about bleeding to death.
Here is some wine. It is fresh from the Wizards of the Vine.
Hey, his eyes pop real big, like he's like a kid on Christmas. And he goes, this will make the evening go by faster, one can hope.
Save some for me.
I promise you nothing.
She heads out, going to look for the other.
Did you want to open that door you were down there by Memnon?
Yeah, this whole time I would have just been exploring down this way, and if there's nothing beyond, I would lock the doors for safety.
Okay, so you so make sure you're opening that door, or because you were bigger earlier than this door.
Yeah, I'd start where I'm at and then go clockwise.
1 second. Yeah, you check the door, and yeah, it's not even locked. There's no traps, and what you see is a 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved in resemblance of folded dragon wings. They're really going for like a theme here, if you can't tell. And several of these chairs have been overturned or smashed into pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in the windowed alcoves are two life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helmets and shields. Rainwater trickles through the cracks in the ceiling and down flowing down the west wall into the large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead into this hall. The doors in this northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel.
Yep, I'm not going in here yet, so I will close the door.
Okay. I'm not going to relight it, but we'll just say it's closed for the time being.
Yeah, that's fine.
What were you doing, Fireforge? Were you hanging out with Lex and her new friend?
Yeah, just kind of hanging out there in the back. He's a little nervous about going into somebody else's house and doesn't feel quite right about it, but at the same time, he understands we got to do what we got to do to develop our meet allies and fight the greater evil.
Kiri?
She's following Memnon,
Yeah.
keeping her nose and her eyes and her ears constantly on a swivel.
You got it. All right, Memnon, did you want to check the other door to the south?
Yeah.
All right, let me see something. Double check if it is trapped or not. No, this is okay. So I'm going to put Kiri over here with you because that's where she said she was. Rubble is strewn throughout much of this vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them are too many giant spiders to count.
Slam the door and lock it.
Well, you can on your turn. I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Damn!
You guys hear a horrible shriek from my character.
We all roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It gets worse every time. Then again, I've rolled a -1 before, I think, or a 0. So
There's so many spiders.
All the spiders.
Yeah, now that I got all that done.
You know what? We can make it easy on you and just say we killed them all. That way,
I mean, we could,
it's not so
but
difficult.
let's not. Good job rolling. You know what? Oh, you can see what they're rolling. I'll let you see their initiative, but then I'll go back to hidden. There's just so many. I don't know. It's one of those things that when I DM, I like to let everything roll. It may slow down things. I just don't like mobs all going on the same turn.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on that because I've seen people like different DMs on like YouTube, and sometimes they have them all roll, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I mean, I could have went either way with these. I just feel like it's too much of a chance for like them just to alpha strike the fuck out of someone.
Yeah, that's a good
Also
point.
makes battle a little more realistic when they actually have their own initiatives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's more like it's more like it would be. I mean, you're going back and forth, and actually, I like that how it gives you a chance to, while the players are going, you could be thinking about what you're doing, and vice versa.
The first spider. I'm gonna say that you got the door closed because I mean, if I were to open a room and all I saw were giant spiders, I would instinctively close that fucking door.
a thousand eyes stare at you.
Yeah. And the entire floor, it's not lava, it's webbing. Alright, so it is going to spiders, so they're the right size. He's gonna get to the door. Let me just do this so always whisper rolls to me. So I know. Okay. And that's more so I don't have to like retcon you guys being murdered by these things. But it still might happen. Who knows? He's going to try to break down the door. So he's basically. And he's going to do a bite. He. Wow. I don't know. What happens, Memnon, is you got the door shut. And I don't know, like, if you're bracing it or if you're just like, you just kind of closed it and looked at like Wolf Kiri. But you close it for a second, and then you see kind of like, God, I can't remember the movie with the Stephen King movie with Jack Nicholson and the axe. The Shining. Two giant fangs punch through the door, and then they kind of skitter back. They don't break the wall down, the door down, not Jericho. But he couldn't get through. But he's a spider, so he's not super smart. So he's not going to move. He's going to get there, and basically they're just kind of running towards the door. Now it's Memnon's turn. You, sir, know what's behind there.
I'm gonna shriek and be like, Carrie, spiders, big spiders, spike growth, floor, now! And I'm just gonna run.
Alright. Right here.
Let me check my speed real quick. 35. Okay, so I go here and just aim with my bow.
Are you ready in your shot?
Correct. First thing that pops up.
First, all right, Kiri, it is your turn.
Okay,
Wolf
so
dog.
the door is officially closed, right? Or is it
It's
open?
closed, but you don't think it's going to remain closed for much longer.
You know what?
Chicken butt.
Now, bonus action to move out of wild shape.
That is something you can do.
And then we'll go ahead and do the spike growth.
That's 20 by 20, right?
It's a 20-foot radius. Centered on a point. So, why don't we just go ahead and make this kind of easy? We'll put it on the pillar.
Oh, well,
So
let's do
that
something.
whole area.
Yeah, it works. Like that?
It's a 20-foot radius, so it needs to be one more square out.
Can it go through walls like that, though? Stone walls?
The ground in a 20-foot radius, the area becomes difficult terrain. Doesn't say it can't. It just says the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range.
I don't know. I feel like it's magic, though. Fuck it. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
It looks like it's a rock floor to begin with, so. As far as yeah, so.
I was trying to. Yeah, we got it. Alright. Let's see.
Needs to be one more square.
Ooh, what's that?
There you go.
Alright. It's his turn. It's getting close. Lex, it's your turn. You heard Memnon's scream. Something about spiders.
Okay. They probably he probably walked into some spider webs and is freaking out. We better go take a look. And then I see Carrie standing in a bunch of spiders.
No,
Actually,
you
you
don't.
don't see it. You have to roll.
You
to see
don't
it.
see it. You'd have to
Oh
make,
yeah, I don't.
you can make a perception check against their spell DC.
Well, that's actually what I was going to do is I was going to yell at Memnon. He's the corner, so 20 foot in front of him.
I don't see shit, so I go running in.
Oh god.
So it'd be up to Memnon to stop.
I don't have an action yet.
You do have a reaction, though.
Jesus, how much damage am I gonna take?
Well, you could. You would know something's up the first time you, like, your first one you step on.
Yeah, the first 5 feet. You've seen her cast the spell before.
Yeah, it's not like you would be like, of course you would cast that, but you would have to take one thing of damage.
I run into it, and then I step on 2 d4s, apparently.
Literally. So roll your damage, Gary.
So he's only going how far in?
He only has to. She only has to step in once and takes 7 damage, and then she realizes instantly what's going on, and she probably steps out. I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, she stops in place because I believe stepping out also incurs the damage. Yeah,
she's
moving
moving
through the
through.
square regardless, starting or stopping in it incurs the damage. So she just like skids to a halt, and it's just kind of like wincing in place as she's gingerly putting her weight down on these freaking stone spikes that are sticking through her. They're carving up her calf. I use my action to dash, so that's my turn, I guess.
You could probably jump out.
Yeah, but no, I'll remain here.
All right. Fireforge.
All right. I am in this other room. Is there any indication that I would know about that spike growth from what I've heard?
You can make a perception though when you're running.
Well, I'll yell out, Enos, stop!
Am I in it right here? Oh, so I hear him say stop, and then I just stop in my place. And
Okay, that's fine.
You're in Memnon.
Yeah, Memnon's the corner piece.
No, I got it. I couldn't see him with the
corner
the
over him,
line.
yeah.
So I'll stay here already in action. I haven't had that rest, so I guess it's like a long rest. So that
Yeah, you would need a long rest for your shit back.
I think Ringer of the Rams like the next morning as well. So
Yes, it is.
just ready. Well, I got an idea. He only yelled stop, so I'll just stop right here.
Anything else?
I will yell, watch your step, and I point down towards the floor. Just to
Yeah. I still don't know if you know what exactly he's talking about.
Give me an intelligence check. This is perfect for Enos. He would not remember this bullshit. Yeah, no, you don't. You're like, what the fuck's she talking about?
Yeah, he just stops where he's at and he readies his I'm gonna say he doesn't have his shield out and he has his sun sword drawn and blazing.
You got it.
He's got it gripped with both hands.
Alright, this is what happens. Now, the door comes flying off the hinges and here, and that is, I think, he started there, so he moved. I'm trying to see how much damage he takes. Yeah, that he takes that. I think. Yeah, I don't even think you know what's going to happen. Yeah, roll your damage as well. Here,
How many feet has he moved? Just 5?
10. 10. So between him running out, um, the door is still semi-attached to his face. He gets shot in the face, and the arrow itself killed him. But he also took that damage. This spider is going to do what spiders do. He starts climbing on the wall. He's just trying to get her. Like, there's a big dead spider in his way, so he's crawling on the wall. He crawls out here. He's still on the wall, and then he jumps down. And I need you to give me the 4d4 because he doesn't know the spikes there. Takes 9 damage.
2d4 per 5 foot. So did he move 10 feet? Yeah, he did, didn't he? He moved.
Yeah, he jumped down basically. And let's see what he has. He is going to. What is the range of this? I think Kiri might be in range. Oh yeah, Kiri's definitely in range. Yeah, I think a 21 is going to hit you.
Yeah.
This thing just shoots out this giant thing of webbing, and you are restrained. You don't take any actual damage, but you cannot move. And that is that spider's turn. This spider.
Did he restrain my feet or did he restrain my whole body?
Your whole body.
Okay.
This thing is. Man, I'm not gonna do that. That's gross. This is a giant spider, and you're a very small individual. It's kind of like Nickelodeon sliming somebody, but the slime is spiderweb, and you did not win whatever that award they give out is, like the Kids' Choice Award. You did not win it.
My description is worse. Far worse.
Yeah, I think I had the first one originally, but I was like, I'm not going to say that. So this spider comes up. He takes damage. So he takes the 10, and then he with a 4d4, and then he climbs on the wall because he's a spider. So it was 10 damage, guys. He's going to continue climbing on the wall here, and I'm pretty sure that's his movement. Yeah. So he is going to shoot a web at someone. He is going to shoot a web. He has 3 choices. We'll roll a d3. Enos is 1, 2 is Memnon, 3 is Fireforge. Or Lex, the actual name. I swear I'm not drinking.
He's so wide, he's 2 targets.
So it's going for Memnon with its spider webs. And that's a natural 1. It doesn't do any damage, but I like to think of the Super Troopers when that thing's butt explodes, like the giant, and it just.
Hey, it rolled the 1. Can it web its friend?
Nah. This is fine. You guys are fine. Memnon's your turn.
Okay. So I am going to take an additional movement back because I don't want to get webbed.
I mean, I don't blame you. If it was me in this situation, I would be terrified. I would be pissing
he's not
myself.
stopped screaming yet. He's just screaming like a little girl. And I forget what it is I have to roll.
I think it's
Insight versus his deception.
Yeah. That actually really works you this time because there is no one close. His deception that's charisma, right? Well, seeing as his charisma modifier is -3. Wow, he still rolled a 16. I mean, you have advantage on the shot, so you get sneak attack. But that's really fucking good for him.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the one closest to the edge.
This guy here. Oh, you know it probably helps. This guy here.
Yes,
He's actually on the wall currently.
that is fine.
12 is going to miss.
Well, fiddlesticks.
It is your panic because you're restrict. It's like the first shot was instinct, but now that you're seeing like, and you know how many they're all coming pouring out this wall, you are a little bit very. I mean, it makes sense why you'd be scared.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to attempt to stealth, whether or not it's possible.
Okay. This guy comes forward. He jumps on this wall. So he comes out here. He takes his 4d4. Actually, you know what? He can't get that way. So he's on the wall above his friend, which is very confusing. Give me his 44. Actually, to make my life easier, give me 8d4. He's going to jump down and try to bite you, Kiri.
Said 44?
8d4. 22, wow. He's still alive, and you are restrained, so I think he has advantage on the restrained.
Yep.
I don't think he crits, like if you were paralyzed, he would auto crit.
It's fine. If I become unconscious, this stays up. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, unconscious is not something. What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
He, with advantage, he had a 15. You take, I need a con save. Okay, you make your save. So you take 6 pierce from the bite, and you take an additional 6 of poison.
So I take 12?
Yeah. And that's this. It is now your turn. You are currently restrained by webs. You can attempt to break out of it with a strength check.
A strength check?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a check. Let me see. I'm sure it's not safe. Yeah, strength check.
Ooh. What do I need for it?
I will tell you after you roll. It's not super high. Well, if you had advantage, you would have broken it.
It's a 10, isn't it?
It's a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so you try to struggle out and you can't forgive this goop. The spider here. God, there's so many spiders.
I
He's
need
just
more
gonna-
roll spells.
He went, he just ran through it. He's excited. I need, yeah, the 8d4. Why not? It's 15. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'll do that next time. Takes 15. And he's going to try to web. Let's see who they're both in range. Lex and Enos, so 1 and 2. He's going to go for Lex for his sweet, sweet spider webs. Yeah, and that is going to miss. 16 misses, correct?
Yeah, 18 AC.
Fantastic. You know, it's almost like you have it written down for me to say. Actually, you might want to fix your AC because it says 17 down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
This guy is going to run up here, and he's going to take to the wall. And he can't get much further. So he takes 4d4. Just to make my life easier, these all are going to just stay there. Lex, it is your turn. You see these giant fucking spiders start pouring out of this goddamn room. You can't move without taking damage, and Kiri is now she's like Frodo when they were messing with that one spider. She's just all gooped up.
Will she take damage if I were to use my action to grapple her, or at least to pick her up and then just haul her over my shoulder and drop her behind me?
Possibly, as long as she doesn't walk. But if she gets drugged through, she does.
How tall are these spikes and spike growth?
I think it's just basically magical damage. It says whenever they move through the square.
I like to imagine like they're not there, they're just like a magic field. And whenever you step on them, like spikes erupt out of the ground.
I like that way better, yeah.
I'm just imagining invisible D4s all over the place.
Now, I'm going to go with it since it's magical. If anything moves through this, it's going to take damage.
By the way, it's a really fun spell to pair with Thornlip and 2 casters.
Yeah, we did that one game in Backwater.
So there's no way for me to basically move Kiri out of the space without her taking a bunch of damage.
Correct. And you would have to basically, first you'd have to rip her out of the webbing.
Right. Unless you have Dimension Door, but...
Yeah, I mean, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he hops.
Right, you know what? One problem at a time. Bonus action Fighting Spirit, the last charge. And I'm going to take one giant cleave for Kiri for halfling time. At this one right here. 15 to hit?
15 hits. I'm assuming it was this guy right here, you said?
Yeah, it's the only one within range.
Yeah, he goes down. He was already hurting from the thing, so you get another attack.
Well, there's no one else within range.
I mean, you could hypothetically attack the webbing that's holding Kiri.
I couldn't because Fighting Spirit takes a bonus action. And the kill bonus. I will, however... Shit, goddammit, Kiri!
Sorry, you can give me damage, I don't care.
No, that's a lot of damage.
No, it would... I mean, you used your bonus action to give you advantage, so...
Because she's not just webbed to herself, she's also webbed to the floor.
Yeah, she's webbed to the floor.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. I'll remain in place just because Kiri is being threatened at the moment.
Alrighty. I think that's your turn then. Fireforge. Holy fucking shit, Fireforge. Some fucking spiders. Goddamn, this elf kid again is making your life harder.
So, a couple questions just to make sure I understand. This is this area where the spiders are. That's elevated. Do I have to go up steps
no,
to get there, or
you didn't know? They're just coming through the door.
The other thing is, I've been seeing them.
Lines mean there's a balcony over here.
Yeah.
So, would it be difficult terrain for me to climb up that balcony to go directly south to be adjacent to that spider without being in the spike growth?
I mean, it's... I don't know. Let me see. Let's see how that balcony looks.
I also would have seen some of these spiders, like spikes are coming out of the floor and damaging these spiders. So I'm noticing, like, at least, and then the spider went up into the air. So I'm hoping I'm noticing that, and I kind of get an understanding, at least we're part of this.
Give me another intelligence check, but I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Well, it might not help, but we'll see.
I mean, Lex is literally telling you this as well, but...
Is it a well, it really doesn't matter. Well, perception would be wisdom, so intelligence check?
Yeah, you can give me perception if you want to see if you can see him.
Okay, this is the same no matter what. Oh, shit.
With a natural 20, yeah, you can definitely see these spikes.
I think what happens... So we're talking about these magical spectral spikes that erupt from the ground when you step on them. I think what happens is Lex literally turns to you, Enos, when you act a little bit confused about why the hell she's telling you to stop. She points directly down at her own foot, and there's this giant spectral fucking spike sticking through her foot. There be spikes on the ground, Enos.
And then you're like, oh, and then you remember the little girl, whatever her name is. They have stupid names. That she does this occasionally.
So what? Let me know, Rum, what applicable roles or whatever I need to do to get to the area I'm about to ping.
I mean, yeah, you could get right there. You could just run south. These little, you can get right there. It's no problem.
So I can attack this guy without, because it's a pretty thick border.
Yeah, no,
there,
that's fine. I'd have to remake it, and I'm far too lazy to do that.
No, that's fine. So I want to use. I had some spells available. I want to use my Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Which is one of my Oath of Vengeance spells. I'm just gonna take another spell and use that instead. To cast Hunter's Mark on the closest spider, and then I have 2 attacks now, so I'm gonna attack twice with my two-handed sun sword.
Let me see. You know what? That's fine. Go ahead. You do you, homie.
What's up, Did I do something wrong?
No, you're there, he's there, and you're at 10 foot away.
My worst case scenario is that I would drop my sun sword, pull out my glaive, and that has reach.
You could definitely do that.
So if I'm not close enough, I'll use that instead.
You can see, and he's just out of range.
With the sun sword, yeah. So I'll use the glaive instead, but I still get 2 attacks with it.
Yeah, you know. I would be swinging away. Well, the first one misses. The second one definitely hits.
I think I've got enough that I can use my smite.
Didn't you Hunter's Mark him? Doesn't he take an extra?
Oh yeah. Let me do that first.
Taking 11.
I think it's a D6 if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure it is.
1 second, I'll just cast it.
We'll just say it's D6. So if you want to roll it, because if you roll high enough, this some bitch is crashing down.
I don't know why it's not casting when I click on it. Huh.
Oh, that's weird. You can just roll D6.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is.
He's asking you at what level. Oh
Yeah,
man,
one extra.
He is still up, but he is looking real bad.
Yeah, then I'm gonna use my my smite. And I'll cast that. I think I'm gonna be out of spells at that point. There you go.
An extra 10, he goes down. And he falls down to the ground, and the spikes still affect him.
Nice. That's about all I can do right now.
Let's see. He's dead. Why is it not coming up? Dead. Alright, I'm just seeing something real quick. Alright, you're off initiative. You're dead. He is still alive. This is what's going to happen. He is going to... Wait, hold on. I don't think that's him. No, it is. He's going to get close enough to bite Fireforge, so I need 64.
64?
I'm from Kiri. He's walking through the spikes.
Oh.
He wants to try to do a bite, but he has to take 17. That's hilarious. He does. You never know what to go on. No. I can't math. No. He's dead. What's happening are these first spiders are now making this magical carpet for. All right, he's not dead. Okay, that's what happened. Wait, god damn it. Okay, that guy is dead, so and he's okay. Okay, so they're both dead. A lot of spiders, guys. Alright, he's gonna come out. He's hopping on the wall, and he's getting close enough to bite Fireforge. However, he still does have to take 46 in carry. And unless she even if she crits on all of
44?
them, yeah, 44. He takes 10. I'm gonna laugh. He's gonna try to bite Fireforge. He's gonna miss. Let's watch.
4-1, 4-1.
17 to hit. With your glaive.
That ties my armor
So hit?
class.
I need a con save,
All right.
and you have advantage on the poison con saves.
Yes.
All right, so 12. You make your save. So you take 11 piercing, and you take 5 poison. So you take 16 damage. Memnon. They keep coming out of this fucking room.
All right. I don't think I have to take another roll of that insightful.
I mean, you did hide. But, I don't think it was super high. This doesn't give these spiders a general.
11.
I mean, they're fucking spiders. They don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Obviously,
He's
you don't
within
know how well you're hidden. So
He's
you
in melee with Enos, so it doesn't matter. I can sneak attack it anyways.
absolutely.
I'll gamble. Oh, snap!
I'm not even going to do the math. I use fucking
Sweet.
dead.
Bonus died again.
Yeah, no. With that, Jesus, no. I just know when you combine all those numbers there, that will get above his hit points. So he's dead. This guy here, I'm pretty sure it's him. He's dead. Carrie, you're still stuck. You can try to make another strength check, but I will give you advantage because you've already tried once. So yeah, your turn. You manage to you find a little seam, and you just get your little halfling hands in there. You rip yourself out, and now you can see that there's a lot of dead spiders. You don't see Memnon, but that's not super surprising. Lex is kind of giving you the slimy eyeball because these fucking spikes. And Fireforge is over there poking at a fucking spider that just got his head exploded.
Awesome, but I am now free. That is the important part. I can see 2 spiders.
You have to use your action to pull yourself out, though.
Then let me...
Yeah. That's why I gave you advantage. That's because I'm a nice person. They don't even have to.
Yeah.
I just know that would suck to be completely stuck there that long and not make your save.
Well, that's okay, because I've done like 80 damage total at least to all
Oh,
the
yeah,
spiders.
you're damage MVP. Don't get me wrong.
If it's too late, Rum, it's too late. I noticed on the crit that I did, I rolled a 1 for the 1 damage. This is a two-handed weapon.
It is a two-handed weapon.
So I would get to, if I roll a 1 or a 2, I get to roll that again, essentially.
I mean, the guy's dead, but
that's all right. He's dead by this point. I forgot. About that.
if you want to roll again and make him double dead, I'm not going to take your numbers away from you.
No, it's cool. I always forget about this, and I'm like, oh shit. My bad. It's all good.
This guy here, he's on this. He just came out the door. He's climbing on the wall, on the ceiling. He's coming over to Fireforge, and he's going to try to take a bite because he's the closest to his wall.
I didn't even realize that it was two-handed or versatile, so I can use it with a sun sword as well.
Oh, roller.
Yeah, if you're using it both hands.
Yeah, you put both hands on the sun sword. If that hits, I need another. You know what? Fuck it. He rolled 2 poison, so I'm gonna give you 1 poison damage. So you take 11 damage altogether. As that bite gets to the armor and it fucking hurts. This is
11 points.
11 points, yeah. These goddamn spiders want to turn you into empty husk. These bites are not fun. He's coming out. He is going to do 10. So he takes 64 carry. And he's going, man, that's good. He's going to launch a spider web at Lex. And that is a 16. So that misses.
She's doing that. What's that called? The thing where you like twirl your pole arm in front of you to deflect arrows.
That ridiculousness that doesn't work.
Yeah, but this is D&D, so of course it works.
Yeah. It's like Deadpool when Cable's shooting him, and he's just swinging his swords, and they're all just shooting. They're all just coming out his back. He takes some of the damage because he went into the magical zone. So we'll say 44. Because, yeah. And he is going to get on the walls. He's going to get out here. And he's going to shoot a web at... Fuck it, we'll say at Fireforge. So I'm just piling it on. And that's an 8. So I'm pretty sure that messes. Thank you.
Correct.
Lex.
Yep, Lex. So Kiri is free, right?
Yes.
Kiri is free.
Shit.
She looks like she need a lot of peanut butter for all this crap in her hair.
You know what? Fuck it.
$10 feet, that is 4d4, I believe, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so you take 8, because I'm nice.
And then I'm going to use... She grits her teeth and she kind of like wades through the spider. And as she does so, she's going to second wind in order to not die.
That was a good one.
Oh, that's not the value.
I was like, what's the +5 from?
That's the value. That is from...
Spider level, yeah.
Yeah, fighter level. Actually, no, it should be only a +3.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you're not a level 5 fighter.
Yeah, you're right. I need to fix that at some point. Anyway, yeah, she wades forward. She levels her sword spear and she goes into a, well, I was going to say picture perfect.
Did we all lose connection? Hello, hello, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Testing,
Hello.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all doing the testing. That's
Discord just had a hiccup.
Oh, is everybody good?
I assume that misses.
Yeah, 11 misses. Was there
That's
anything else? If not, it is Fireforge's turn, and you have a spider that's all up in your face.
The best defense is a good offense, so I will attack twice with my glaive again. But
Okay.
first, I will bonus action this new enemy with use Hunter's Mark as a bonus
Okay.
action.
Gotcha. 13 is going to miss. 14 is just going to hit. He was looking pretty rough from before, but he's still up.
Oh, I gotta roll a one more d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you do.
Or click on Hunter's Mark.
Well, if you max damage it, you just might kill this guy. You do not max damage it, so you do not kill this guy.
Dang. Okay.
He's looking really bad. You, the first glaive, he's on the wall.
Oh, I rolled a 1, so it's two-handed weapon. And
Yeah, yeah,
I get to re-roll that. I'll just re-roll the attack if that's cool.
that's fine. We'll just take the new damage. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh man, he's dead.
There you go.
He'd be dead.
Hey, it came into
The
play.
first one, yeah, he missed, and like he kind of like skittered to the left, and then you kind of adjust and just run it through his stupid spider face, and he plops down onto the ever expanding pile of dead spiders at your feet. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure it was his turn. The guy you just killed. There's just a lot of that. He's dead. Memnon.
Alright.
Make everyone's life easier.
Yes, that does make it better. Okay, so there's nothing in melee, correct?
Correct.
Well, then I shall have to make my roll. Uh-oh.
Oh, you are stealth, correct?
Oh, well, I don't know if I'm successfully stealth or not, though.
That's
so.
true. What was your stealth?
So many rolls.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You're not sure, but he actually rolled his wisdom higher than your insight, which is really fucking impressive because of how fucking dumb this thing is.
Uh-huh.
But you can make your attack. Doesn't really matter. Which one did you just murder?
The one farthest out the door.
This guy here.
Yeah,
Hey.
just whichever.
He's fucking. You're dead. You fucking useless spider. All right. Anything else?
Bonus to try to hide again. Seems to be working.
Kiri, there are 2 spiders left that you can see. One's about to come through the door. Man,
I thought he got the one out the door. I
just deleted him. There was another guy here.
Yeah, there was one there, and one here. I thought Index hit this one.
No, he hit this one that was here and he just murdered it and I deleted it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to call out because I'm super bad at calling you Kithri. You just called him Njax.
I know.
I heard that too, but I wasn't going to make a comment.
I wasn't, but it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep calling her, so if I can get one, I can get one. Alright, Spilling, Healing Spirit. I almost said Spilling here. Oh, I swear I'm sober, guys.
I'm
just
putting it
dumb.
on Lex. But actually, no, I'll put it on Enos.
Yeah, it's probably better on Eno. Lex doesn't appear to be overly injured at the moment. Which is on the account that I forgot I had temporary hit points because of that fighting wind.
Fighting wind, yeah. So yeah, go ahead and roll up. How much does he get for each dibbly-doo that he gets of it?
6.
So yeah, I just put the jackal up there so to make it easier. So there you go.
That's
You
only
get 4
right.
healing back.
You use the word doobly-doo, so I know you watched John Green.
I got it from Matt Koval.
Yeah, I've seen him
Yeah.
use it too.
I don't know who John Green is.
No, he writes young adult novels, and he hates pennies.
Good to know.
I love that's the 2 things that people know about it.
All right, that's a bonus action, Kira.
Oh, seriously, it's a bonus action?
Yeah, the casting time is bonus.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. That's why a lot of people want it nerfed because it's pretty fucking powerful, but I mean, it's not super strong. This guy here is gonna climb on the bodies of his dead friends. I don't know if they're friends. They're probably work acquaintances. He takes some damage. He's going to get on the wall and he's going to come over to Fireforge because that's.
How far did he move on the ground?
We'll say 44. So he takes his 9. Try to bite Fireforge, and that is a 24 to hit.
It barely hits.
Yeah, that's fine. I need a con save.
All right.
You have
Boo.
advantage, and with the advantage, you just make the save. It is the DC is 11. You take 7 piercing, and then you take an extra 6 poison on top of it, so you take 13. He rolled really high damage, and that guy he took
Okay.
9.
Do I have to roll another con save for my hunter's mark?
Yeah, we'll say you do, and you don't get advantage on that unless you have Warcaster, which would be weird.
Well, and it wouldn't matter.
The dead spider doesn't feel the effect be removed, as his other one.
You said I took 11 points total.
Total was 13.
13 points total. Okay.
It's just all these spiders. Why do they come to you to die? It's not your fault that you have to murder all these things.
Gaia.
And it's not this spider's turn. He's going to take 1 step forward to get into melee with Lex. So give me 4. It's pretty big. We'll say 4. Yeah, fuck it. We'll say 2d4. He's going to try to bite Lex.
He moved 2 spots or 1 spot.
Yeah, that's right. And he got a Christmas. This is a carol time. But luckily for you, he does not have advantage, and the red one's in the front. And that's really good, because he didn't do too impressive damage when he missed. He takes 5. And it is now your turn, Lex, and he just got in the melee with you. Show him the error of his ways.
Yeah, show him the error of his ways. So, do I want to? These things don't have amazing. Oh, I always say this and I always miss. Yep. See, right there. Even with a +3, still miss.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with my bonus action, so I will stay put.
All right, Fireforge.
Fireforge says, I feel bad for just throwing you on the floor there, whore. And he drops his glaive and picks up his sun sword.
Okay.
Brings it to life. Grips it with both hands. And attacks this thing twice.
Meanwhile, the sword is like, who the fuck are you calling a whore?
Yeah. So that's 18. Yeah, he did. Oh boy. Just like a pile. There's literally 3 dead spiders. And like, these are huge spiders. So like, the first one was bigger than Fireforge. Like when he's down, and they're all like scrunched up like spiders do when they're no longer forcing their limbs out. And it is just nasty. But he's dead.
You know Black Widows play dead? Even though they're not dead. They could also hold their breath when they pass poison.
That is fucking terrible. I hate spiders. Personally, I hate them.
Black Widows are crazy. So I've got my Sun Sword in hand. The healing spell that was cast, does that take place on my turn or her turn?
Her turn.
Got it.
I don't mind them, because spiders, they eat bugs. I live in Florida. Mosquitoes are a thing, so I'm all yay spiders. But like a giant spider, nah, son. Kill it with fire from space.
They can be nasty. I can imagine if they're as big as a human.
No, we won't talk about it. Memnon, it's your turn.
Okay, well, this is within melee, so I don't have to make my roll.
Is that a fan or a purring cat?
It's my tea kettle.
Yeah, I thought it was a jug.
With advantage, because you were stealthed, that will hit. And that is 30 damage just off the get-go. So he's dead. We're out of combat. You murdered a bunch of fucking spiders. And the world thanks you for it.
Alright, so do we think that these things were like just an infestation? Or did we just murder a whole bunch of the homeowners' pets?
You'd have to go investigate. You don't know.
Well, I would.
Because basically, Memnon opened the door and just spiders. It's like one of those cans with like the snake in it, but the snake is a giant spider and there's like 30 of them.
I would go investigate if I didn't have freaking meat hooks through my foot.
I dispel the spikes.
Good work, Kiri. You did a fantastic job.
She really did. She did probably. I mean, Memnon was dealing out ridiculous amounts of damage, but I think overall.
But I think he was so well hidden that we saw none of it.
Yeah. He just saw spiders' heads just exploding.
Well, you would see the arrows sticking out of the massive craters.
Nope, I hit them so hard they just fucking exploded. Just wood splinters and feathers, raven
Just
feathers
hide so
everywhere.
well that I just assume spiders naturally develop arrows in their head.
Yeah, there's a natural growth. There's just a giant fucking arrow in it. I like it.
Those weren't arrows, those were the spike growth.
If you go in there, if you check it out, you just think it was an infestation. They came in from out of the rain or whatever and made a nest in here, made of spider webs. Everything in here is just covered in fucking spider webs.
Kiri, there's an elf, a dusk elf in the other room. He's probably half drunk at the moment. Although it's been like 30 seconds. I don't know. Well, never mind. I don't know how drunk he is. But I appreciate if you don't shoot him. He's with those Vistanis outside. Malaki. God damn these fucking names.
I'm just gonna poke my head through the door and just try to do like a spot check to see if I see anything. I'm not gonna go into the room because I don't want to get caught in the webs.
Give me a perception check. 26? That's a lot. 1 sec. Let me see something. Roll a D100.
And this is where I fail.
$46. You see in the corner, you see what appears to be it looks like a hand made out of wood.
How hard do I think it'll be to hack my way through the webs to get to it?
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. When you start hacking through it, you see like nests of smaller spiders. They're not attacking you, or like those egg sac things that are like there's like literally a bajillion little spiders in them. It's like the worst pinata ever.
Even this is grossing me out.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you can go get it. It won't be too much, and you pick it up, and it has inside the palm is a skull and crossbones.
I will hold on to it and walk out.
Okay. And that's all you really noticed. Everything else is too covered in spider webs.
Alright, so we've got further doors. I think the middle door to the north here leads to the wine cellar, as well as the wine room. I believe there was an additional door in the room that I was in.
There's no door. The door, Memnon was ripped off by a giant spider.
Jeez.
So which door do we proceed through next?
Well, if we go through this one over here, as a kind of point, it kind of opens up into like a dining room area. I didn't really go in.
Okay.
So do you want to check it out or no?
I think a dining room is a good area for us to make our base of operation. Well, our meeting room.
Did everybody get healed up with that healing spell?
Yeah, I would have stayed in until I'm healed up.
That's fine.
Yeah. Everybody would be back at full health.
Best spell ever.
I thought so. I thought it was like the best thing in the world.
Especially in this environment.
I could see why some DMs get pissy about it, but I don't care. I mean, just go ahead and do your thing. What are you checking for?
I'm
Lex?
listening.
What do you? Where are you? Okay. Let's see something. It's pretty good perception. You don't really hear. You hear like the trickling of water coming into this puddle here. And actually, from where you are, you've noticed that it has started raining outside.
Oh, looks like we got inside just in time, guys.
I mean, and yeah, like you see, that's one of the two big dragon statues. Actually, those are dragon knight statues. They're like the knights with the wings on their helms.
Ooh. Are they statues or are they?
They're statues.
Oh, okay.
They are not suits of armor.
Boo.
They look like this.
I'm picturing like the one knight from For Honor. Like you can get the wings on. I've just been playing a lot of For Honor.
Are you talking about the winged hussars?
Yeah, they're like that. But yeah, they are actually statues.
Well, there are additional doors to the south and north. I believe we know what's through the south, which is rubble.
Well, what's over there toward the east? Isn't that where we saw someone?
Oh yeah, I can see people through the window.
Isn't that where we saw people?
That
through
window isn't where you saw someone.
Oh, okay.
No, that was up on like the third floor window.
Oh.
You can actually see some tokens on the layer. And
Yeah,
Perhaps we should call out and say hello.
I mean, I'd be able to see him because my character can see him, right?
Yeah, they're not really hidden.
I mean, I would point that out and, hey, there's someone over there.
I'm going to hide behind this chair.
Should we say hello? I mean, it might be their house. We get to tell them we killed those horrible spiders. They don't have to be scared anymore.
All right, Lexi, you checking out what's in there?
I'll politely knock on the open door and I'll say hello.
Okay. You look in there because the door's open. There's a wooden pillar supporting the balcony up top that overhangs. This is definitely a chapel, and like the pillars they're cracked, and you know everything else in this goddamn area, the land, it's in disrepair. Narrow archways lead up to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony, and a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. And at the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carving with a rising sun bas relief. Tall arching windows set within the panels of stained glass decorate the wall behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colorful glass that allow a thick fog to enter into the room. Through the fog, you see three armored figures kneeling before the altar. And when you kind of, you kind of knock politely on the door to try to get their attention. They all three rise, and they all look at you. And when you met Ted Esquire, like he had some intelligence in his eyes. these ones here, they seem more familiar to you, like the ghouls, than before, and they kind of stand up and they start rushing at you.
Oh my god.
You laughed and I said, okay, I found them, but I don't think anyone is home.
You just see it's not, it's actually, you know what, it's not zombie like stupid, just like black shark eyes.
It's basically the equivalent between ghouls in Fallout 4 and feral ghouls, right?
No, it's not like there's intelligence there, but I don't know how to describe hatred in someone's eyes like that. They never, like, their eyes are filled with hatred. They are blinded by their hatred, in fact. Holy fuck. I just saw how much hit points these fuckers have. Response was holy fuck. So that's probably good.
Wow. That makes me feel good.
You see that they have, they're wearing chainmail, but it's all shattered and barely there. Sweet cracker. But it's you guys. You guys do tons of damage. It's no big thing for you. It's just like sticker shock.
Ron, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah, if you guys want to take 5, we can take 5.
yeah, I'm gonna take a quick
Might be a good idea.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you get your liquids in and out of you. Rick, have you played The Witcher? Witcher 3?
Me?
Well, no, Rick.
Oh, sorry.
You and I had that discussion, but he may be putting liquids in him.
You really should finish that sentence.
Via a beverage. I was going to say via his mouth, but that did not help the situation at all.
Perrin, I'm currently writing the physical description, and it's harder than I previously imagined.
That's cool. Oh, here it is. I'm planning on something I'm putting together, and for that I need to, I think for the game, it's good just to have an idea of what our characters look like. We don't always remember, and a lot of times the avatar becomes what we think of, but not the avatar doesn't always match what we imagine in our minds either.
You know what? I think I gave you I didn't give you a description of him that well, did I? I know I gave you his clothing, because he's got a very apparently clerics and priests of Gone have a very specific outfit. One of them, for some reason, is a giant fucking sun hat. I don't know why. They just have one. I think I found a good picture of another person that was a player. There's a tabard with the symbol. Here we go. I can't picture him wearing that goofy hat. He looks like Carmen Sandiego. A little bit. Carmen Sandiego hat. Anyhow. I think, is everyone back, or are you back yet, Robin, or is she back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, cool. Okay. So these three knights, and you can see that they all have the chainmail. There's the silver dragon inlay on the front of the chest. And for shits and giggles, because I'm a nice person, one of them is wearing a metal helmet that has wings that look exactly like the statue out front. We'll say it's the guy in here. He has the hat. And they look like they're charging to attack. Kiri, what are you going to do? As you are the quickest on your feet for this.
Ooh, Carrie starts off with this.
I just realized something wrong. You're literally describing the hat that Lex has in
I
her
was.
Good dang
profile
it.
picture.
Let me actually get the spell up because it doesn't like.
Don't you need a little floaty dealy do? Isn't it fire orb a lot?
This is basically just a cylinder. Radius of 10 feet, 40 feet high. It's a general point within range, so let's try and hit all three of them.
So we get a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, right?
Right. So it's 10 feet across.
Hold on. I'm not the smartest. It's a radius that's 5 foot wide, correct?
Yes, a radius is 10-foot diameter, so it's a 10-foot circle.
It does say radius. That works. Make it just a little bit bigger. That's too big, but
It's basically one square.
if I can just do that. Here, and it's on top of them. They have to make saves, or
Yeah, it's just, they have saves. Must make a Constitution saving throw.
Recons. Here, hold on a second.
But that takes effect when they enter this spell. So on the start of their turn, we'll worry about it.
All right, and that's your action. Anything bonusy?
I put a chair in front of me.
Okay. Alright, this guy, it's his turn, so he's gonna make his saving throw, a con save. His Constitution save was 18.
Takes half damage on 2d10. So it takes 4 damage. 4 radiant damage.
Alright. Let's see if Radiant affects probably.
They're revenants, right?
They are.
Look at their regeneration ability.
Alright, no. 8 damage. And he is going to charge. And it's our pain in the butt. I mean, not for me. They're also for me. Get the Lex.
Yep.
And he is going to take. He's going to take 2 swings at you. I get it.
Sheesh, 2 swings.
A 10 and a 9. Because he makes 2 sweeping attacks with his longsword. It is now your turn.
Oh, crikey. I think that's what she says. Oh, crikey. Because she's Australian now, apparently.
Why not? Just so you guys know, if you want, we can end the game here because it's 11:30 and people got to be at work. If not, we can go to midnight, but we will stop at midnight.
I actually have to go check up on the contractors, so it's probably a good thing.
So
How about we finish off the top of this round?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
we'll do one round. That seems good. We'll do one round.
So back up to me then. So I'll start next session.
Yes.
I am going to. It takes an action to have any kind of like verbal interaction of any note, right?
I'll give you the 6 letters, like the 6 words, but anything beyond that, it would be your action. I mean, you know what? I'll give you like a short sentence. 6 words seems kind of.
I can fit in 6 words. Stop in the name of. Actually, no. Stop.
In the
Fine. A short sentence. Stop in the name of the Morning Lord.
It doesn't seem.
You know what? I'll shout that, and for my action, just so that it kind of fits, I will take a full defense action, as in, like, I do nothing except for dodge the incoming swing.
I mean, that's probably good. It doesn't register. Like, I mean, they're not Bruce Banner, but if they were, they would be the Hulk. They would always be angry.
Yep. No, I have to try, right?
I don't blame you. And so you're now taking the defense, Memnon.
Okay, so these guys are saying stop. I don't think anything's happening with that. Does it look like this dude is about to start beating Lex?
I mean, he already attempted to hit her. He already swung. So, like,
But
if this
she
was
has
the
good
playground, he swung first when the patrol officer comes by to break up the fight. He swung first, bro. Or
Okay,
dog.
fuck their shit.
13 is, I think, just going to hit.
Oh,
So
nice.
he takes, what was that, 32 damage?
Sharpshooter is the best choice of feats ever.
If that hits him, and it really doesn't seem to phase him. It doesn't register.
We gonna die, guys. We gonna die.
Anything else?
Bonus died again.
Uh-huh. Alright, Fireforge. These fucking undead bastards. I mean, you can see Lex is over there trying to talk sense to him,
Yeah.
but
He has his sun sword drawn, and he just says, "Guide me, whore," and he waits just a split second for a response.
oh man, I don't know what the sword would feel. He would say something along the lines of "They've lost their way."
That would be enough for him. This is not a double door. This is like a single door.
No, it's a double door. It's just not. The doors aren't all the way open currently. Lex was being
Okay.
polite. She didn't like, throw the doors open and like, look at me, mother effers. She's like, hello, and this is their response.
So I like to open that other door next to Lex,
Okay,
if
that's
I
fine.
can, or is it
You
going to
can just
open right up
it with
into?
your
Lex is kind of off center at the moment. I think she's technically here if we're in combat.
yeah.
Oh, I can just be here then.
That works.
And is that close enough? It looks like they're adjacent.
Yeah, it's definitely. You're within range.
And then he's gonna use his sun sword, double fisted. Here it goes.
You gotta get them natty lights, bro. 15 is gonna hit, and 21 is gonna hit, and they are undead. So that's 14 and 14 and 20 and 35 damage. We'll say he's bloody.
Yeah. Man, I don't know if I have any spells left. It's a little confusing.
I'm gonna say probably not because I think you hunted mark, and then you did one, and then you did that before.
Yeah. So that's really all I can do at this point.
All right, it is this guy's turn. He's gonna make his con save. He rolled I'm gonna roll both of them now. 18 and a 6. So the last guy failed. So give me the damage, and just to make life easier, we'll do it because they're stacked.
Yeah. I forgot I was casting this as a 3rd level, so I could have at least one more healing spell left. So here are the damages.
So he takes half of that. He takes 7, and the next guy takes all 22.
I really, really, really like this spell.
All right, this guy here is going to. I think this is going to be. I don't think he can make it there, but this is what he's going to do. He's going to get there, and since he can't melee, he is going to glare at somebody. I just don't know who yet. I think is everyone within 30. Memnon may be out of range.
I did stealth too.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna roll a D3. Kiri's a 1, Lex is a 2, Fireforge is 3. Lex, I need from you, sir, madam, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. That's a single layer. You are on a failure. The target is paralyzed until the Revenant deals damage to it, or to the end of the Revenant's next turn. You are paralyzed. And then that's his turn. This guy's going to move up.
That is
Where we're going to end it. Actually, you know what? No, he is going to. Let's be honest here. Fireforge, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 1 second.
You are paralyzed.
Yay.
That is no point of it.
Don't worry, guys. This will be fine. And that's what we're end our game. Post-paralyzation.
All right, thanks, Rum.
Nice.
Wait, the
By the way,
lawyer.
the thing that I posted about Florida.
I was about to say, yeah. It's like he doesn't get a lawyer when he's being arrested, but no, that doesn't seem. He may not be entitled to a lawyer, dog, but he's still entitled. I gotta look into that. I don't believe that.
No, apparently it's true. I heard it from Leonard French, who was a lawyer himself.
Yeah.
Was this like back in the day? Well, no, he's saying dog.
It was recently. It was like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, you've been entitled to a lawyer for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
I'd appeal
I think-
again,
I
and
think
I'd
it's like-
sue.
You asked for a lawyer, dog.
Pre-dog.
Give me a lawyer, dog.
The Snoops.
Anyway, thanks, Rum. Karen, I'll let me know if that's enough or if I need to elaborate more.
I'll check it out. So far, it looks good though.
All right, I gotta run. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I describe? If not, I'll check it.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
you had the best physical description out of anybody.
I did, what clothing you had with like the orange tabard with the Gon symbol?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. I just want to make sure because he's gonna rock that bad boy. Like he found it at a thrift store.
Grown.
Now I'm going to go play. Hey, Rick, have you played Witcher 3?
The third one?
Yeah.
Is that the king one?
I don't know. I've never played any Witcher, and I just got Witcher 3 today.
Is it? What's the title of it? Oh, The Wild Hunt. Yeah, Robin
Yeah.
got that for me.
I just got it.
It's not bad. It's kind of open world, and it kind of takes a step away from like how the first one was. You know how it's kind of like a story on rails. That's
Yeah.
like
No, I never
Oh,
played
so you
any of
just
them.
never
So
played any of 'em. Well, yeah, it's a better one than the others, I think.
all I
think
know
it was
is I just found some dead woman's body in a well, and I'm level 1, and she's 3, and she just stomped me. And I was like, oh, I'm done for now. I gotta get ready for my game.
Yeah, some of those encounters are brutal.
The Witcher itself does not hold your hand. You have to be very smart and tactical with how you play.
I think he's wearing. I told Prentice he's wearing like the male version of a corset, like how the armor looks.
Hmm
I can't not see that, and I mean, whatever. I mean, go ahead. From the amounts of TNA I've already seen so far, I'm sure it's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. The Witcher itself, it's an interactive sex game almost. I mean, it's not. It's mostly cutscenes, but it's.
Is it not Leisure? Is it not Leisure Suit Larry?
Not quite. Did you see Matt Mercer's cosplay as him when he was playing a game?
Yeah, trust me, that was ridiculous. I remember that one because I think Sam was dressed up as a Rakshasa. And
I
it was
can't remember
really
exactly.
bad.
I
It was
just
like,
remember Matt's cosplay, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so amazing!"
yeah, the man loves the cosplay.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. Just like I said, be really careful, and if you think you're in over your head, you are. So run away.
Yeah, I probably should. Like, I'm level 1, and I'm still figuring. And this thing is stomping my ass. Like, it's like you. I found the dead body. Like, it's like at first I loved the idea of a noon wraith. They show up at noon, and like it's like burn body, and like I'm pressing to burn it, and like he's starting to say while I'm pressing A, still I should be like brew a couple potions and get some wraith. He's saying it, and then it goes right into the cutscene, so I can't do anything like that, and then I get this shit kicked out of me.
Yeah, I remember the exact mission that you're talking about. That's a tough one for a level appropriate. So
Maybe I'll go dick around more. I turned the one guy into. First off, that dwarf smith was awesome. And he's like, this guy burned my thing down. And he's like, no, you come with me. I'm going to fucking Jedi mind trick you. But I'm going to play that for an hour or so and go to bed.
Computer or
Xbox.
Oh, Xbox.
Yeah, my gaming PC is not working.
That sucks. Didn't you just get that a year
I
ago?
got it a couple months ago. I need to switch out the motherboard, and I have the motherboard. It's really on me. I'm just lazy.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. Well, I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
See you or through the interwebs.